flared tempers, missing information, and risky plans. This is Gluttony and Earth. Hello and welcome to the IDL. My name's Nick, and this is Gluttony and Earth. He who is not expecting it is Kyle. Caught off guard, not on their toes. It's Adam.
I actually am on my toes because I can't sit normally in a chair.
Oh. And he who sat in his chair and didn't react at all, it's Baka.
Well, I was about to ask, do Rangers switch spells on their sleep? But I think it's one spell switch per level. I was like literally going, do, and then you started talking.
Yeah, Rangers just know their spells.
Yeah, unfortunate. I just realized the plan I had is now bad.
That's fine. You guys have so many avenues to approach what we're gonna do today.
I don't have a plan. I just punt.
I know.
Kyle, the floating head in this darkness.
Yeah, the floating head of darkness. It's Kyle. My bants for the day. As you may have heard last episode, if you remember way back when, I died while trying to drink on an energy drink. If you didn't hear it, because I edited it out, thankfully I had a good stopping and starting point. But if not, I found lemon HDZ Rain.
Yay.
One of the beverages that I drink that disappeared from every fucking place I go to. It was in the dumbest place possible. It's a CVS.
Yay!
It's like $3 a can. So I'm gonna go pour a drink in this. I do not like CVS. I have never been a fan of CVS. My insurance is forcing me to use CVS from now on because they use CVS. So I had to go in there, and to waltz in there in their ugly, carpeted, weird fucking place, short-shelved store. There it was. Just chilling out, waiting for me to spend $3 to get. And I got it. It's only 10 calories. Bants today is me.
I was wondering, is this our Bants today? It's getting worse by the way.
Bants have been going downhill.
I have nothing to say to this.
Have you what's the last book you've all read?
I reread a book when I was on vacation at the beach. It was glorious, but it's Rotten Ruin, which is a zombie apocalypse book. I forget the author. Check it out though; it's very good.
Yeah. What sets it aside as a zombie fiction?
It is set. I think it's like 10 years after like the apocalypse has started. So like you're in a community, they figured out like, cool, we just don't go outside except for some of the brave people, and like figured out how the zombies work, and like society is existing in these very small pockets. And then the one kid who grew up like essentially in this compound the whole time, was very young when the apocalypse started, is like, fuck this, I am so tired of being in here, and my brother's an asshole loser who thinks he's a cool zombie hunter but actually isn't, and follows around this shithead teenager as he's trying to grow up in this post-apocalyptic world.
Ooh, okay. That's a story about growing up.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. Growing up in a world where nobody else does because they're dead. Anyone else a bookhead, as they're called?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call myself that because it took me a full year to read the last book that I read to completion, which was Alice by Christina Henry. It's a take on Alice in Wonderland where essentially I'm trying to remember the order of it. I think it's the inner city is the quote unquote Wonderland, where it's like drug lords and prostitution and all this nasty stuff, and then like the outer ring is like the good folk of the normal world, where everything's perfect and don't be weird. And then Alice is in a asylum and she breaks out and blah blah blah, whole adventure. It's pretty good. until you get to the climax where everything just is like, we solved it, and it's very anticlimactic, and I hate it. I like the rest of the book though, and I've started reading The Mermaid by the same author, which I'm like halfway through. I started reading last summer, so I'm right on track. But it's about like a real life mermaid who fell in love with a sailor. He died, so she's like, what do I do now? I left all the mermaids, I can't go back. And then a person from P.T. Barnum's museum comes and it's like, hey, come be part of the museum because we need a real thing. So yeah, she's there right now. She's at the museum right now, being a live attraction.
I myself am really bad at reading because I'm slow with it. I get very distracted, so I don't like to reread things constantly. So I just slowly just stop reading it more. The last thing I tried to read, I bought a freelancing book, and I got like a chapter in, and I thought the author sounded really pretentious, so I stopped reading. And that was it. Otherwise, I just read manga. I try to go out and collect for shows that I like. Does Kyle? Oh,
I was gonna say, not technically a comic book. I've been reading the new Poison Ivy series, which has been very good. She's killing everybody, and it's pretty neat.
That's a classic.
She's killing everybody before she dies, because she's also dying.
That actually makes it a lot more interesting now.
Yeah.
Does Kyle read?
No, but I did in college, and I just have all the books I bought for this English class under my desk. This is one of them.
Oh,
you got Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Don't talk about it. But I didn't read it. I just skimmed it for the test.
That's fair.
Hey, that's school, baby.
Yeah.
The only book I read for school. The only book I read for school was My Antonia, and I love that book to this day. I have it on my bookshelf still.
Dr. Jekyll and Hyde.
And Mr. Hyde.
And Mr. Hyde. I didn't read it, but I skimmed it.
So, I can't remember, because we watched the movie. I didn't think I paid attention. The movie wasn't good for My Antonia. But we all called it My Antonia, and I think we listened to the audio version where they're saying Antonia, but I think it's supposed to be My Antonia.
Oh.
Interesting.
Because it's supposed to be the feminine of Tony.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wait, I found my favorite one from that class.
Yeah, I'm wiping
You just have books you don't read under your desk.
Yeah, it's this one.
Get a bookshelf, my dude.
Oh, Preacher comic.
Nice.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
It's a graphic novel. I still have the Immortal
That's why I
Hulk,
liked it.
the first series of the Immortal Hulk as a graphic novel I haven't read yet, which is like a horror take on the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to fully read this.
You can stop saying this. We're on an audio podcast.
The Fellowship of the Ring he's
one.
holding up.
They can wonder.
Also, even with the visuals, you're holding it so far away from the camera, I can't tell what it is.
This
8
one.
feet away. I don't read this one. Your dark ass room.
The Ring is pretty good read though.
It's real dry. I read it once.
I read all of them in high school because my dad had like the old books, not the original ones with the really weird drawings, but he had some of the older ones.
Mm-hmm. I think I read it in high school too. Middle school or high school.
Edit out that thunder.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Well, I know our recording stuff picks up things that you don't hear sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of recording pickups, sometimes thunder. It's time for the recap.
Whoa!
All right. Last time, y'all swapped from train to ship. There's no ship word that rhymes with train. You guys headed out on the ship. Darius went to talk to Thellum about the pearl. They were like battle back and forth. Hey, you should talk to the genie more about magic. And so he's like, okay. And he did it right there on the stormy ship during monsoon season. And Darius grabbed the ring, really mad that he keeps doing this to him. Brings him to a room, dresses up like a pirate, makes Endien dress up like a pirate so they can teach him a lesson about this stupid thing. But it all goes to shit when Thellum, after learning that the genie says, do it yourself, comes out, sees them, and immediately pops his bubble. And so nothing happens. And then Thellum, or Darius, just ends his thing, his charade, and says, you're going to be at the end of the bottom of the ocean if you don't wise up. And Thellum's like, I never thought of it that way. And you guys arrive there. You're in the back end. They're docked at some cliffside hidden beach that has a cave system that'll go up the bluffs to the manor of the Dubois family, where Gillivan Dubois meets with him late at night. There, they discuss a little bit what's going on. Gillivan says, hey, we'll have a war meeting in the morning. They kind of get into a back and forth heated spirited debate on how much Gillivan should be paying them. Eventually, they head to bed. At some point during the episode, I lost my shit, so it's hard to remember. Oh, those are in the caves, because something stupid was said, and I laughed while drinking. So that episode's I don't remember it very well because of that incident. Then you guys went up to the morning. You guys had breakfast. You went and talked about the war meeting, and you guys decided that the plan was you will basically take out a ship, pretend it's got a lot of treasure on it, and strike when being struck. And he said, all right, we'll do that tomorrow evening. For now, the day is yours. And that's kind of where we left it. It's a pretty special day today. It is the 26th of Canvale.
Is it Thellum's birthday today?
Thellum, you would know it's your birthday today.
I do?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I know he does. Will he do something about it? Find out next time. I don't think Thellum has told you guys his birthday.
I would assume not, unless
I
you
assume
decided
not.
you just said it randomly because Endien wouldn't have asked.
No.
Not something you typically ask people unless you're really close friends.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is,
You are my apprentice.
You're Darius's co-worker. I know when birthdays happen when they send a card around the office and like, you want to sign this for so-and-so's birthday? You're like, I have no fucking clue who this person is.
Yeah.
Write something nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's just for Thellum's sake. Thellum turns 21. But you guys have the whole day ahead of you. You don't have anything up to tomorrow. I don't know how if you spend it doing anything particular. You guys go to like hot springs or
Wasn't it storming outside?
Yeah, I don't know.
is there a
Is there
training room?
indoor hot springs?
Sorry, what was that, Kyle?
A training room?
There's like a fencing room.
Oh wait, no. They have wooden dummies.
Sure. Well, you know, it's more made of. It's made more of like straw,
audio.
like you might have seen from like palm tree
Samurai
type
movies.
stuff, like threads or like hair. So it's like made of that stuff. It's like a straw.
He's
type.
still gonna punch it.
Yeah. Yeah, you beat the shit out of this straw dummy. Obliterate it.
Darius would spend his day snooping through whatever library he has access to.
You see that the Dubois. You look at through some stuff that you find. You'll say you see that like the Dubois family has been around for a very long time. They're like an elven lineage, so like they're probably one of the older families, or the family that passes down the most records, probably because they live so long. And heirs to Dubois fortunes don't happen too often because of this. You see like there's a branch of people. You see that Gillivan actually is, so like say Gillivan's not like in the main family, as in like the one who's going to become head of the Dubois clan, basically. That should have gone to a guy named Silas, but now it is. But you can probably presume, because he's missing, that it might go down to Gillivan now. He said you realize a lot of their namesake is very forest based, as opposed to the seas. So it might just be like an ironic thing, or who knows. But they are an old family that has lived here, and it is several islands with several cities, a lot of beaches. There's a volcano to the south. There's a lot of tropical, like, reefs and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there an indoor hot springs?
Yeah. I will say
Like
there's
a
like
spa?
an indoor. Yeah, there's like an indoor spa.
Oh, Endien's going to the spa. She's gonna sit in the hot water and relax and get a massage. She's been away from the royal life for quite a while, and she's like, I can just treat myself a little bit while I'm here. So she does that all day. Cucumbers on the eyes and everything.
Yeah. So you all have some nice, refreshing time, just enjoying this while you can with it. Maybe, in future, if your relationship's good with the Dubois, you can come back for a few weeks when it's nice out. But as of that, does anyone have anything they want to do otherwise before we move to the next day?
No.
No. Okay.
Nope.
All right. The next day cometh. They wanted you to meet around midday for this mission. You guys arrive. There's been very nice breakfast out. You guys get to they meet you in the war room first off, with the three of you and the three of them. And Captain Gautier says, you'll be coming with me to my ship. We will be setting sail. It seems as though John has provided enough information out there for people to know there's an incoming ship again. People are very excited to see that we are getting a bit more business coming in. So, we shall be able to depart here very shortly. And we will sit out there with me captaining the ship. We should be fine in the storm. However, we do need to discuss our battle plan, whether or not we're waiting for them to try and dock with us and come on board before we strike, or if we are trying to strike them while they are out and about before they get to us. And we do not know whether or not that means they'll flee if we strike first. The only thing we could know for sure is if they strike us or if they dock us and we strike there. That is the best info we've got. More consistent info.
My main question with that, the first option you brought up of us engaging before they have boarded us, based off of the reports you've heard, would your ship be able to chase theirs down if they do start to retreat, possibly leading us to where they are?
Unfortunately, I do not think I could unless the storms hamper them. But it seems as though they've been doing fine out there regardless of the storm, so I'm not too sure. In a head-to-head race between ships, I probably would not be able to outpace them.
Then it sounds like we need to wait until they board us for us to gain any sort of useful information as to where this treasure could be stored.
Well, then I am set to go, and then she'll lead out heading towards the ships. Gillivan and John are there. All right, is there anything else you need before you go, or?
Oh, we have phones. Never mind. I was going to ask for sending stuff. We have phones.
Okay. Then I will be wishing for your return.
Appreciated.
And Thellum, if you ever need anything, just let us know.
I assume both of us just look at Thellum with surprise.
I look at Endien first and then at Thellum. Just like make eye contact and then look to see what Thellum's reaction is.
Do you guys have any good boots lying around somewhere?
And he claps his hands, and Jenningsworth comes in, and he's got really nice boots for you to wear.
It's like fancy boots or like
They're fancy, but they seem like they're well made. Like you're going to be able to use them. They're not. It's not like you're wearing heels or something like that, where it's not practical for you to do your shit in.
Yeah.
But they seem like they'll be fine. They are nicer boots, though.
He takes them. He bows.
We shall hopefully see you sooner rather than later.
Again,
Darius
sentiment
just-
appreciated.
Darius just nods and follows the captain out of the room.
They will head down the cave system. And as they're there's some stairs or some ladders. As they're heading down, Captain Gautier says, all right, now that we're not in the room, I'm not convinced they're after him. I figure I should say that before we get on this boat and get out there.
To be 100% honest, I wasn't worried about it, but what makes you think that?
If they have the ability to dodge us this long and to get in and out, I feel like they would have the ability to just come for him themselves.
That was my thought.
What's going on?
But there's been no attempt at all to infiltrate the town. It's the information we got from John was this Kellis man was looking at geography and sea charts, and not really anything about the records of the Dubois family. I think they might have onboarded someone else who just knows about the Dubois. But again, they're not going after him, so I have it hard to believe that is what their goal is. I'm not being paid to go after a different thing here, so I am not going to bring it up to him, because there's no point in arguing that. But you all are going to be out there on my ship. And you get out to the loud rain, thunder, and the waves hitting and crashing. And you see the regular ship that looks dull. She'll bring you onto that ship. It still seems dull at first, but she goes to the helm and she magically changes it so there's a flag or notary or sails give more credence to the Dubois crest.
While they're walking down to hair just whipping in the wind, she will shout back to Thellum, especially because Sophie's been so candid. She feels she can talk about this with her around us. Thellum, I would keep your friend under wraps. They're trying to buy your friendship to get through you to that. It's a very powerful being. Don't just go flaunting it around. People are wanting to use it for their own gain.
But if you think you can handle it, milk them for all they're worth.
Oh, okay. Before we do anything, can I insight check her, I guess?
Yeah.
Sophie?
Yeah, Sophie. It's a 10.
She seems she's saying what's on her mind. She seems more serious as a person, more invested in getting things done, I guess.
Oh. Alrighty.
I will say my current thoughts on the situation. I don't have the full picture here, but if Kellis and the zookeepers are working with these people and they're looking at geography and ocean related things, they might be looking for something living down there, possibly they want. And these attacks on the Dubois ships might either be for their own just financial gain in general or to keep ships out of the area.
Yes. He says we have word that they're of the zookeeper related, but most of the crew that have spotted or have told just seem more. They're all sailors, so it seems more unusual. I guess, for them to be zookeepers. Unless they could be looking for something, some creature in the area. I don't know for sure what they could possibly want. I mean, I guess we have a lot of good delicacies here, a lot of good food to eat, but I don't know what they'd want.
It's something rare. It's not going to be something they're trying to eat. If we encounter Kellis, we should keep him alive, knock him out, rough him up.
We also
Otherwise, do what you have to keep yourself alive.
Yes, if possible, even if it is not Kellis, keep one of them alive so that we can hopefully track them back. Ideally, if we could get their captain or navigator, that would be best, but any of the minions would be useful to have so that we may track them back to their lair.
I feel as though I should propose another idea that seems stupid, but may be beneficial to us if they were to decide it wasn't worth staying around. If you two feel you could take them for long enough, at least to drive them back to their ship, I could make my way on there and hide. And once there, I could connect to you on your megaphones so you could find where I was.
That sounds exceptionally dangerous.
How would you
Yes.
get back? Can you
Yes.
teleport that far?
What was that?
Can you teleport that far? That's what I said.
Oh, no. I wouldn't be teleporting back. I would be letting you know where I was through the phone. It's not my first idea, but it is one. And I wanted to let you know that it might be a possibility if it does present itself. So it's not a surprise to you.
Yeah, I mean, I had similar ideas, not of necessarily stowing away, but if at all possible, or if necessary, boarding their vessel as well if they look to be escaping and we don't have any good information. I have a couple of plans as to expedite my travel over there and potentially someone else's as well.
Yes. I just worry that if we are to board their ship as they're fleeing, they'll know we're there and not necessarily go back to wherever they are staying. Whereas if they don't know, somebody's with them.
Yes.
But again, very dangerous. Not my first idea. But one nonetheless.
You guys,
They're here.
it's a rocky goings. Sorry, I've been looking up the
No worries.
rules for ship stuff.
I have before we get too deep into like actually being out onto the boat, I had a couple of questions because I wanted to prep some stuff while we're traveling out on the boat.
Okay, yeah.
What's the layout of the boat? Like, where would the like treasure hold or like cargo hold be? Like, is there one door in, two doors in, multiple? Like, what's that situation?
I shall bring you to the ship.
Perfect.
It's a big map, so be prepared.
Be prepared. Water.
You are at the very top.
Oh, god dang, I
Oh,
went to the
okay.
bottom.
Okay.
Which one is ours?
That's all yours. That's all four layers of the same ship.
Oh.
I did not put you on them yet.
I was going to
'cause
say, where's me? My little cute avatar.
Just put yourself on there, because otherwise I'm going to put you guys on there, and then I'm going to forget to give you control, and I'm going to have to do that, and it's going to be a whole thing. So I'm just going to tell you,
Hello,
should just do
sailor.
that.
Wait, how can I put myself?
If you go to the little newspaper at the top, it'll say characters, and then you can drag the name over, and it'll bring your guy.
Yeah. So right now you guys are in the hold. Endien and Darius, you guys are sitting in the hold. It looks like Thellum is
Laying
in
on
the
the
cargo.
So based off of this map, where Endien is essentially right now, would that be like in the northern part of the ship, the main cargo hold? Like where if we were storing stuff, it would be in that room?
I think it'd be the second floor, right? Because Thellum was in the cargo.
It would be in the hold. Cargo.
yeah,
I mean,
hold.
cargo and hold. I'd say are both. Because the hold, I think, is mostly for I think the cargo. Because hold's mostly for like the brig, other shit you guys got to deal with.
On in the water.
Okay, that complicates things slightly, but
Why are you trying to blow up the ship?
no. I am trying to. Okay, so from the main deck, there are 3 ways down into the cargo hold. From what I'm seeing on this map, 2 stairs, kind of on either side, and then 1 at the very front of the ship. Take that silence as a yes.
Sorry, I thought you were just stating it.
No, I was just verifying.
I'm like digging deep into this book trying to find the info I'm trying to look for.
That's all right. I will say these things and I will remind you as necessary as well. So I am going to, as a ritual, so over the next 30 minutes, 33 minutes technically, I am going to, on the main deck, each of the 3 stairways that go down into the cargo hold, I'm going to cast the alarm spell, allowing it so that it will not go off for us or any of the crew members. But I want a notification essentially, and I'll do it fully audio, like it won't just be in my head. If anyone else besides any of us or the crew members go into the cargo holds, so that if people are sneaking around, we know that once we get boarded. That will last for 8 hours. I don't know how long we're going to be on this boat. If it ends up being longer than 8 hours, we can deal with that. Because I'm also then on this frontmost one, and I will let everyone on the crew know this. I'm going to cast Snare. So Darius, as we're going, takes out a length of rope from his bag, cuts it in half, and sets up this circle at the very top of the stairs, and kind of strings it up. And as he's stringing it up, it attaches to basically nothing because it's magic and it's being held up in the air. And as he finishes, it disappears. And I will tell everyone in the crew, don't go down this staircase off limits, because you will get strung up and it will be a waste of a spell that I will be very annoyed about. So take the other stairs down into the cargo hold if you've got to go down. That's at least what Darius does for the first 40 minutes of the trip. And then I will also use the Pearl of Power to get that spell slot back.
Is there like a crow's nest?
Yes, there is a crow's nest.
Endien will go up there.
Okay. Sorry, so I think I got everything I need now, finally. Okay, so there's strong winds, there's lightning, there's thunder, there's heavy precipitation, right? So everything is obscured. So you have disadvantage on perception checks that rely on sight and sound because of the thunder. And heavy rain extinguishes open flames and imposes disadvantage. Oh yeah, no, that's actually on hearing. The strong winds make it hard for flying creatures to navigate. They need to land at the end of their turn, or they might fall. It also disperses fog and extinguishes open flames. Lightning strikes every once in a while. If you're lucky, you're not hit. You probably shouldn't be too worried, but you are on the boat in the middle of a storm. You guys are heading out. You see, you're only able to really see outwards about a mile, which on a ship is not great.
Not far at all.
But you guys are heading out there. It's rough winds. Can I just get a Constitution saving throw for it? Well, actually, hold on. Where's everyone? You're all on main?
Running down Main.
Oh, yeah, you're all on main. Yeah, give me a constitution.
Ah, hell.
Okay. That's a 22 for Darius.
7.
15.
Okay, Endien, take 4 cold damage.
Ow.
As you are not as taking. So it makes sense because you're all the way up in the crow's nest. You got the brunt of just wind and water hitting you, so you're just not taking to it too well. So you guys head out. Endien, can I get a perception check? I will.
Yeah, disadvantage, right?
Yes. I'm also going to roll. Okay, just for the crew.
God damn it,
Do a
dude.
flat check.
My dice are just rolling bad tonight. 8.
8. Oh, okay. The crew with disadvantage got a 17.
Your crew?
So, yeah, they know their shit. They said they knew it, and they knew it. I am putting out a boat, not too far down. Just because I gotta navigate this. There's a green ship that is heading this way. So you're heading south. 1 hex is about roughly 25 feet on the mini map. On the ship plan, it's 5 feet. A mile is about 211 of these, by the way. And you see from the corner, very far away, the ship they pointed out. Not actually, Endien. I guess it doesn't matter because they also got it. But I probably would have given you advantage on that because of being in the
would have
crow's
been a
nest.
16 if I had advantage.
Okay, yeah, both you and them see this then. I could find my own.
Grandpa.
Maybe no, he's dead.
Oh, I mean, we're of that age where grandparents aren't as common.
Yeah. But you see very far away this ship coming in from your, I would say it's aft.
Port.
Port?
No.
There was just a tweet
Starboard.
going around on Twitter today about port and starboard, and I think right is port. I could be 100% wrong.
Yeah, so about 1,000 feet away, you see coming in another ship. I would like to know what all you guys are. Is there anything else you're doing to prepare besides all of the traps that Darius put on, or are you guys just waiting for them to get up to you guys?
Remind. Oh no, I'm not going to use those in this fight. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't really have anything. If we're trying to lure them in, I don't want to scare them away. I also don't have much, but I don't want to do anything that's going to drive them off before we have a chance to learn anything.
I'm just going to reposition you guys. You probably are driving a little bit slower. They are...
Oh, I'm going to use
yeah?
this guy's self.
Okay.
To not look like myself at all.
Yeah.
Just look like a female sailor merchant.
Okay.
human.
The ship starts pulling up beside. It looks very nondescript. Probably trying to
They're
also
hugging.
not. Yeah, they're hugging. And Endien, you notice again a large, weird, roundish, like knight. Like he's full in metal, but it looks like he's very round. And you see like a bunch of thugs up there, pirate thugs, and not the other half-plate knight as well. As they approach, they seem cautious at first because they don't know that you guys are reacting the way they think that you'd react. But they will have people, like they start like putting down ropes, and people will start boarding you guys. I just clicked throughout that whole entire thing. Yeah, so they'll board you. They'll send people out at you guys on the main. I'm just gathering some of these dudes so I can start placing them. So they're coming from your right. They are getting on top of here.
Whoa.
Yeah, so they start boarding.
Where's Roundy?
Give me a Initiative, I guess. Yeah. You're not surprised. You guys knew they were coming. You saw them all.
Where's the round knight?
He's on his ship.
Okay.
It seems like the only people who are coming here is the sailors.
And fucking rules are trash tonight.
Not the best.
Okay, what is Thellum's?
13 or not 13? 14.
Okay, Endien
11.
and Darius.
I got a 6.
Oh.
Oh,
I rolled a 4. Like, Darius doesn't have terrible decks.
4.
I only have a +2 to my decks, though.
+7.
ooh. No one's rolling well tonight.
Okay.
Fucking, let's give it up for sailors, man.
Bad for audio, but I did anyway.
Yeah, give one up for the crew. Thank you, crew. Doing a great job.
Shouts out to all the crew.
Okay. So immediately, so these 4 get on, or these 5, 6. I guess I have 6 here. Start boarding the area, trying to like rough people up. However, your crew goes first, and they're gonna start struggling with these guys. So I am going to, let's see. I'm not gonna worry too much about some of this. So they start roughing up these guys. They're now that they're being roughed up initially, the evil sailors are going to, the pirates are gonna start roughing up back. 2 of which actually are going to instead strike at Darius.
Cool. Let him try.
Okay. They get, they have these swords. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Ooh, no. Does a 23 hit?
A 23 does hit.
Oh my god, just barely.
However,
Yeah.
that top sailor, because he moved in the spot of my snare, I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. He failed.
Cool. He is must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be magically hoisted into the air, leaving it hanging upside down 3 feet above the ground on the floor. The creature is restrained there until the spell ends. They can make another dexterity saving throw at the end of each of their turn.
Okay. Yeah. So he like gets up there and he launched into the air. The other guy gets a that is 4 slashing damage.
Cool. I can handle that.
This guy is going to go up top to start dealing with these guys. Oh, you know, that's why my problem is I don't have them in the correct
Else.
places. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh,
there was more of them. Oh, what are they doing? More on top of each other.
They were hugging each other because they're scared.
This guy's here.
Wait, I need a hug, buddy.
So he's going to come up here. He's going to punch them. They're going to fight off. And then, Thellum gets 2 punches at him. They both miss, I'm sure. Well,
Okay.
actually, does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay, yeah, they both miss. So, first round, like, these guys are getting on, but they're not doing a whole lot. One guy's trapped in a snare, hoisted up. And with that, it is Thellum's turn.
We want the big guys. So I don't really know what to do. I don't want to hit.
You could always try and run onto their ship.
I could. I will. I'll punch. I'll punch. This one.
Okay.
The one directly in front of me. Where's my punch thing? 12?
Miss. Yeah, you punch and you just get right into the armor and it doesn't do anything. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. I won't do anything else. I want them to get onto our ship.
Yeah, Endien?
I realized I should have done something earlier. I didn't do it. So how much does honor cost to do a flashback thing?
It's
Not a
1 to
flashback
3.
thing, but to like yeah.
A flashback costs
What?
1 to 3 depending on what you are looking to have done.
I would have wanted to have cast a spell as they're approaching.
What spell?
Pass without a trace.
I'll say it's just 1 on her to do, because...
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do that. So she has pass without a trace up. how close is their ship to?
I'll say it's about 5, 10 feet, maybe.
5-10 feet. Do they have a crow's nest
10
as
feet.
well on their side?
Yes, they do.
I'm gonna face step over to their crow's nest.
I thought this wasn't Plan A, Endien.
It quickly became it.
I am trying to figure out where on their ship the crow's nest is supposed to be. They would have one, obviously, but not all things are great. Oh, okay, I see. So I am going to reveal their ship.
Yeah, like in the moment as they were boarding, and you could see their hesitation. She's like, they're gonna figure it out quick. So she changed plans while in the crow's nest and is now over there.
So I'm going to put Endien.
Hot dog. What is that round guy?
He's that big?
Where are they? Where is it? Where is this?
It's
Oh, it's
really
up there.
like-
I'm moving you. You are above. You are in the air in that space. It's hard to.
Is there-
You being in a crow's nest, how to determine what that's.
Holy
supposed to be
shit,
with
he's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big ass
He's-
boy.
he is huge.
Hot dog.
Then I'm going to take the hide action.
Okay. Which means you have a. Give me the stealth so I know. So you do it with +10.
Oh my fucking god, I'm so glad I did pass without a trace. I have advantage because I'm wearing my stupid shit. And I get a +7 naturally. And then I get a +10. I have a 19 on that because I rolled a 1 and a 2.
You. To be fair, everyone's gonna have
I
disadvantage
hate
searching for you
tonight.
because of the storm.
Yeah. So and she's up in the crow's nest. So I don't even know if they saw her go over there because she face stepped. So
No, yeah, you were hidden up top, and then you face stepped over there.
that's why I took every precaution I could because I knew my rolls have been trash all night. The highest I've rolled tonight is a 10.
That's hard. That's rough.
They seem to be, yeah, they all seem to be like they have the people going. They don't seem to be too worried because there's been no real casualties, and looks like they're prepping to send people as they need to. But other than that, it's not. They don't seem to be worried about action because they seem like things are just going pretty bog standard for them. So they all seem to be good. The captain is going to start swinging on people. Yeah, she stabs and slashes at this guy, and it is Darius.
Okay, I am going to pretty much ignore this little weenie guy next to me. I'm not too worried about him. This may be a mistake. But I am the node of lightning appears on Darius's fist again, and I am going to shoot that at the Dean. How fucking big the big old knight is. I'm gonna shoot the smaller of the two armored knights on the other boat with my lightning launcher. Ooh, that's probably gonna miss. That's a 12 total.
Yeah, that misses. You shoot this lightning over. You launch this lightning at this person, and they have a helmet that kind of obscures their face a little bit. Looking at it, it looks more. It reminds you more of a dragon. Like it's got a lot of fancy design to it. You see she's holding this very ornate pike. You launch this stuff at her, and she while holding swivels on her pike, and the lightning just shoots past her.
Okay. That's all Darius has. Also, when that guy stepped in my snare, he also set off the alarm spell. So there's just this clanging bell going off as well, adding to the cacophony of the storm.
Okay. Now it is time to roll a d8 at the end of every round
Oh no.
to see whether or not lightning strikes. It absolutely strikes, and it struck on everyone. Oh my god. This guy is indoors, so he's fine. Okay. We're all good. There's a... yeah. I'm just going based off of who's available when I do this thing. because I know lightning's not going to strike a actual shit ton. So we're all safe. We're all safe. It is back up to the sailors. These sailors are fighting up here. More sailors are going down to join the fight. These guys, they're fighting as well. It looks like this guy dies. One of the guys who's in the top dies, and some of these people will die. So the sailors are doing work on each other, but it seems the good sailors versus the pirates are winning. And then it is Thellum.
I'll cast Hex. But
Okay.
Dude's just dead. Okay.
it's gonna be a guy in front of me, and then I will. I'll Eldritch Blast.
Ooh.
Why not? Why not? That's why not.
You're looking for...
Oh, okay, that's not a natural one. Okay, that's a 7. 7 plus what, 12?
12, that misses.
Oh, shit.
With Eldritch Blast, you do get 2 attacks with it, because you are 5th level.
So I roll again.
Yes, you can roll
Okay.
again.
Oh, that's better. 17.
That hits. That one hits.
Okay. 1d10. Which is this guy. And then the Hex is a d6, so this. 9 damage.
Yeah, you start blasting this guy right in front of you. Lightning
Blast.
coming from all over the place. Endien, you are... Is that it,
Yeah.
actually?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I
Okay.
can do.
Endien, you are
Damn,
hiding
I'm in a
in
tight
the
spot.
crow's nest.
Can I peek over
Yeah.
the edge and try to? I'm trying to assess if there's any like weak points in this giant man.
Oh boy. You are not... It looks real tight. Looking at this armor, it looks real put together.
He realizes she's in a tight spot, and in limited time. Oh wait, no, I could be fine up here. I just realized. I don't want to give myself away though. And they don't seem to be boarding from this side. They're just like letting those guys deal with it, or
Yeah, they're waiting to see how much they can get through and get on. They generally usually think of these guys kind of as pushovers. They don't usually get a fight back. They don't get a fight back this well, so they're like I said, they're being a little precautious.
I will hold my action for if either of the knights try to board the other ship or try to attack the other ship, I will shoot them.
Then I believe they actually do not do anything. They're just waiting. Yeah. So the captain actually stabs this guy and kills him. She turns to Darius. It's kind of stormy. There's a lot of battle here, but she's like, "What's your plan?"
I'm determined. I mean, I'll point to the one behind us. We've got at least one.
Should we just try and get him to let go?
Um,
Because I'd like to get casualties to a minimum. If your friend can call us like she said, then we at least can know where they're heading back to.
I'll. Yes, I trust Endien.
You shouldn't.
She's been pretty competent in other fights, so roles notwithstanding for today.
Okay. If you agree to her to say that, here's what she does. She's gonna start heading towards the helm. That's it for now for her turn. So on her next turn, she's gonna try and start pulling away. That means it is Darius.
I'm going to step forward next to Thellum, mostly there as an additional target, so they're not just going after Thellum. But as I'm walking over, just to verify, I am going to cast Message, which is cantrip, to Endien and say, we've got one captured, thinking of pulling away. Plan B?
Already in position.
And Darius will just nod then.
Okay. The sailors all start maneuvering to go as the captain starts yelling, "All right, maneuver Icarus!" And everyone's like, "Aye, aye!" And they all
Which one's that?
start moving. They kill these two.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Mark
Just got him.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then it's Thellum's turn.
Why weren't they fighting back before?
Does Thellum hear Darius message Endien?
I'm gonna say unlikely because of the storm, and he's like whispering it, right?
Yeah, I whisper a message, and I would have said it more like as I was moving closer, so I wasn't really near anyone when I was saying it. Trying to keep it secret. Especially from the dude north of us.
Thellum does nothing.
Okay. Endien?
Yep. And I settle back in, stay as low as I can. And from this point on, I'm going to be listening to see if anybody tries to come up here.
Okay. Yeah, no one's really trying to come up here. They see like these guys get going, and they're like, "Fuck, not a great plan." They send over some more people. Well, I guess they yell about it. Yeah, they just yeah, they don't have much to do. So Gautier gets in position, takes the helm, and like activates part of the magic that it has in the helm, and the ship teleports. This guy who is in the hanging trap is left behind and drops deep into the water, dying. Endien sees this happen as the guy just. Oh,
well, they don't have a hostage anymore.
No. And they teleport away. You reappear back at the beach of the Bluffs to the Dubois family.
Darius marches up to the captain and says, "Why the fuck did you not say that we would lose our hostage when you pulled your little maneuver? Now we have nothing and one of our people is compromised. Well, not compromised, is in an enemy position. And if we hear nothing, we've got nothing. You couldn't have let me know that they would not have come with us? What was that?"
I asked you if we wanted to get away because of your plan for her to be there to find it.
Yes, and we also
will be
talked
going
about
back, and she's hidden, is she not?
We also talked about taking hostages. And we had a hostage that you left behind.
I'm sorry, they just don't come with.
If you would have said something, we could have tried something else.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think a hostage would have helped.
Well, now we don't know, do we? You tell me they wouldn't have had any information about where they could have been picked up from.
We have a source now that can give us reliable information and won't just say what we want to hear.
And we could have had two sources to corroborate information from.
We don't need to do that if your source is going to actually give us real information. Are you saying she won't?
No, I'm saying we don't know when she'll be able to give us the information. We could have been questioning him now and starting to plan what direction we need to start heading to, unless you can teleport across the fucking globe like you just did.
No,
Ships
I
take
said
time to
I am
sail.
going for minimum casualties here. If we're taking on their men as easily as we were, then they're likely to have sent in the big guns. And I was not willing to go and basically allow them to slaughter my crew when we have better plans now.
I was not suggesting that you allowed your crew to be slaughtered. I was suggesting we could have made use of all the resources we had available to us. If it was just a matter of them being on board, I could have released a spell or brought them down. And again, we could have had one more person when you teleported. Which also would have been a good thing to know moving in, that the ship can fucking teleport whenever you want.
I do not have to indulge all information on my ship to you. All right? It was very irrelevant to this plan.
How is an instant escape method irrelevant when we're setting up a honeypot trap? That seems like it is the most relevant information.
How long do you think it will take for your friend to give information?
I don't know. Because we don't have any idea of where they could be or sailing to. It could be minutes. It could be hours. My friend could die and we could never know again. And we'll have to set up another trap that they're less likely to fall for a second time.
I know you're angry, but it was absolutely a reckless decision to do this plan in the first place. This was already a gamble. All right? I'm sure there's a lot of tension, but I need you to understand that you are, trained in this? You understand things go haywire? Well, on the ocean, things go haywire all the time, and you just adapt. So if your friend you don't think will contact us in any manner that is consistent, then I suppose I'd say just make sure you guys are ready to go as necessary. And we will keep the ship ready to leave again.
Are there any other pertinent information regarding travel about this ship we should be aware of?
If information about my ship becomes pertinent, I will tell you, passenger.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Endien. Endien, you are in the crow's nest of this thing. The ship disappears. The guy drops. And
that would have been nice to know.
Everyone's kind of like a ruckus, like, what the fuck? Crew are like going to like the sides of like the ship, like looking around, like but yeah, they are in a tizzy. They were not expecting that.
Yeah, I can't really move from my position because they're all over the fucking place. Here's what I will ask for future reference.
Yeah.
With Rope Trick, it makes that extra dimensional space, blah, blah, blah. I assume if the ship moves, it will stay there. But if I tie the rope that activates Rope Trick to the pole, like amongst the other ropes, would it pull to space with me? Because I assume the rope would be tied to that space until I end the spell. Because otherwise, if you like climbed up it, it would just fall out of the space because of your weight.
It's not like an invisible cube. It is an extra dimensional space, so it would be anchored to that point. So if the ship left, you would be left behind.
Okay. Just wanted to ask before I did it.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure, because I know that's a spell that's very... Gotta look deep at its paragraph stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just staying up here. I'm listening / kind of peeking to if anybody tries to come up here at all.
Yeah, I don't think people are really bothering to look up there.
Yeah. Okay.
They do start sailing away, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
It takes a while. They do sail to an island to the west, a very small uninhabited island. You could tell that you could make a triangle between the southernmost island of Lazaret, being at like the northern tip, then the western tip being this uninhabited island, and the southern tip being the volcano. And it's heading towards this other island to like southwest.
Okay. Do I think the storm would cover up any call I made?
Yeah.
In my distance?
Yeah, because everyone has disadvantage to
Okay.
perceive with the storm, and I looked at the people's passive perception. No one really beat your 19, so
All right, cool.
you're pretty good to go.
Yeah, she would get out the megaphone and call Darius.
How long has it been?
We'll say it's been about 2 hours.
Okay. Darius would answer it immediately, obviously.
Sorry for the sudden jump to Plan B. I can't talk much because I'm still on the ship, obviously, but they seem to be moving to a westward location. From what I can tell, you'd be able to make a triangle with Lazarus, the volcano, and where they're heading.
Sorry for our sudden disappearance.
It would have been nice to know the ship could teleport.
Yes, it would have.
Right.
And Darius, like, as Endien is describing this, would be like making a very, very rough map, but just like getting all the details so that he knows where it is, so he can describe it to the captain.
All right, I should go. I'll call back if I get anything else.
Be safe. We'll be there as soon as possible.
I'll see you when you get here. Closes the phone, knowing that may not be the truth.
And Darius would collect Thellum. I'm assuming Darius was in the room that he was given. Just pound on the door as I'm walking in and say, Endien called, we gotta go.
Okay.
And make our way back down to the boat and show the very rough map to the captain and say, Endien contacted us. We're at the island that they're docked at least right now, is roughly in this location. Are you familiar with that area?
I don't usually have reason to go that direction, but I can manage.
Then let's be off.
Yes. All right. Let's head. And she'll start collecting everyone. Endien. In the
Yes.
time is there anything that Thellum or Darius are doing in the time that it takes for you guys to? It's going to be a few hours, or it's going to be a while for you guys to get to this island.
No, Darius is pointedly not interacting with the crew at this point. He is on the main deck, keeping an eye out on things, but very specifically engaging with the crew as little as possible.
Okay.
Thellum would be going to the kitchen and back to the ship, offering Darius dessert.
As
slice of pie.
As Thellum brings up this first offering, Darius would say quietly, I know there's not a lot of people around and the storm's pretty heavy, but just say, I can't let any of y'all be left behind. And I don't trust the captain to do the same for us. We should be ready to make our own way back from this island, if necessary.
If it counts, I can use my bubble to drive around. I'm pretty sure it can float on water. I think. I didn't test it out. I just think it.
I guess we'll be in for an adventure then. Darius also would be, to the best of his ability, keeping track of where they are sailing so that if, like, the rough directions and that type of stuff. And he is, I believe, proficient in cartographer's tools.
Yes.
So that just, like, keeping, probably not a written map because he's out on the deck a lot, but keeping that eye out of, like, okay, we're traveling roughly this direction for roughly this long, like, with the storm and all that type of stuff. So he's getting a mental map of from the cove to this island, what that path is.
Okay. Yeah. Endien.
Yes.
You arrive at this island. They dock at a rough docking. They have a place. Well, I guess not really docking as much as they're anchored, and they do have like a boat that they send back and forth between the island and the main ship. You notice them all. They start going bit by bit as they're heading into this island.
Do I see Kellis get off the ship at all?
Yes, yeah.
And he's one, and there's like people with him, so I wouldn't. Yeah, I'll just stay up there till they're all gone.
Okay. The only person who seems to stay is the giant knight.
Some kind of automaton, isn't it? Well, I'm not getting down with that fucking thing around. I'm squirreled up here.
Oh, you have passed without trace, so it could.
I could try and sneak past it, but dear God, have my rolls been up to it.
You have to know.
And like,
that,
I'd have to get on a boat to get to where everybody's going anyway, right?
yeah, I guess.
I could get to the lower decks, but I don't know how much use that would be to me currently. And it's standing on the stupid thing to go downstairs anyway. Yeah, I'll just stay up here for now. Put my phone on silent. But I do have it out so I can see if like Darius is trying to contact me.
A little bit of time goes by, and you notice them start hauling treasure chests full of gold and barrels full of gold to the boat to haul back to the bigger ship.
They're not keeping the treasure here. Bring it somewhere else. I wonder how long this is going to even stay here. Oh, I'm a dumbass. I'm going to disguise self so I look like one of them. God
Okay.
damn it. I completely forgot about my disguise self.
Yep. Are you going to do anything with that right now, or are you just going to keep hiding?
I'm going to try and sneak, as like everybody's working, I'm going to try and sneak out of the crow's nest so it doesn't look like I was just fucking sitting up in the crow's nest doing nothing. And then like join them in hauling stuff.
Yeah, you see,
to get my way back to the island.
Yeah, they're hauling in. They take a big load of gold that they haul to the ship. They start heading back with the empty containers. You get on top of that boat, and you are onto this island, tropical island.
Ooh, tropical island, get away!
If you follow them, you get led to a camp that has been made in a clearing, and you see there is actually. It's like a tent. It's tented, but it's not like full privacy tented. You do see a very large pile of gold and gold items and all this other stuff, and they start shoveling gold into this chest. And there's people all around it here. What do you want to do with this tent?
Is there like trees around, or is it like a
yeah? You're in. You're in a clearing, but it is surrounded by some jungle trees.
I would, as my earliest convenience, like slip into the shadows and then into the trees and watch them.
Yeah, they're just shoveling gold into these things, hauling them back. If you wait long enough, you notice like that's kind of what they're doing right now.
Yeah, it's their MO. Currently. Not their entire MO. Is there like a texting feature with this phone, or is it only calling?
No,
okay.
It's just calling.
And it's still storming, and I'm in the trees, so I will quietly call Darius.
Okay.
And update him on their hauling gold back to the ship and loading it up. They might be leaving again soon. I don't know how many will go with, but I'm currently safe on the island. Hang up before we can answer.
I think
as good as I can there.
Yeah. You probably hang up before Darius because he wouldn't know exactly what to say super quickly. So you probably do hang up before he can even form a response.
Yeah.
Darius would at this point. How long have we been traveling when Endien calls?
I'll say an hour and a half.
Okay. I'll go up to the captain. And say, we've heard from Endien again. She's made it onto the island. Do you know how long it'll be until we are in the area? They seem to be loading up their goods and maybe making an exit.
I'd probably say we've got about 3 more hours.
All right. And
What? While I'm here in the trees, do I see like any actual, what's the word I'm looking for? Like merchandise of the Dubois stuff, or is it just like treasure?
It looks like all they've stolen from them is like sales, like money.
Okay.
Money. If there's other things like gold cups, there's like gold saucers in there. Anything else like that also that looks valuable in that sense, it's all in there. Yeah, nothing like no like fruits or anything like that.
Yeah, just be watching. Again, I'm watching for Kellis because we've heard he's here, and just anybody wearing zookeeper attire as well.
It seems like nobody on here is wearing zookeeper attire. If you're looking for Kellis, you might, after a bit of waiting, you don't see him. He's not like hauling treasure, so he might just be like in another tent or something. But you did see him come this way.
Yeah. At this point, the best thing you can do is wait. She already fucking put her neck out on the block to get here, so she's not going to push it too much further than that. Just watch and see what they're doing.
Okay. Another 3 hours go by. They've loaded up the ship. You, Darius and Thellum, you guys are headed. You see them. You see the island. You see the ship. Endien. People are loading up the last of it. You see the woman in the half plate, and Kellis and another man step out of a tent. Can I get a perception check from you?
Yeah.
Can I say it's fair that I had a short rest on that boat ride?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you guys would have had a short rest by now. No good perception?
I mean, it's a 10. I rolled another 4.
Okay.
I'm so mad at my dice.
Yeah, you're not really sure what they're talking about something, but it's really hard to hear from where you're at with the rain going on.
Did I try another perception if I cast Pass Without a Trace and try to sneak closer?
Yeah.
I will do that. I'll stealth over there first. I assume I have to do a stealth roll.
Yes.
There we go. There's a natural 20 for a 37.
Oh my god.
Okay.
good. Whisper in the night.
Yeah, you're dressed up like, I mean, because you're disguised self, right?
That would have passed by this point because it's only an hour long.
Okay. Yeah, so you are like lining the trees following them, and it just, the rain, you just blur into it, and you hear them talking. Kellis says to this guy, "Hey man, I know you're cranky about this, but like, it's fine. Once it's done, you'll have all the money. It's whatever, all right? You just gotta hold off. I know we're a little ahead of schedule on this, but we gotta make our way after that fucking kerfuffle." And then the other guy's like, "Why can't we just keep with the money? Why not just take the money and live with off that? Why do you have to do all this nonsense? It seems a lot more reckless, and I've already lost so many of my men. Did you see one just drop deep into the water? That was very unnecessary." Hey man, like, I know, but it's okay. We'll be fine. We're trained professionals here. We'll all be good. This lady here is gonna just, that thing is gonna die the moment it comes out, and we'll be on our way. Okay? Are you sure? You've seen what a till can do. Just trust that Krimhild will be just as good. All right, fine. Let's load it up. We're all loaded. Let's go. Let's get to this. I don't like being in these waters. But, all right. And they start heading towards the boat.
I'm going to instantly call Darius again. They are trying to draw something out with this treasure. They're taking it out to get something to come out. best guess is some kind of sea dragon they're trying to pull out or something. I don't know. Something that wants gold. I'm going to follow them to their ship. You need to intercept it.
I think, like, as Endien is ending that last sentence to make sure that he can get it in, Darius would already be saying, "We have the island in our sight. We're coming for you."
And with that, she will disguise herself again to look like a crew member, and like come running up, not running at them, but like looking
Just
like she's
some
trying to hustle to the ship. Yeah.
Yeah. You got everyone seems a little nervous. Both ships, but Kellis and this woman seem to be pretty fine. The woman seems really excited about this, actually. And with that, I think we are going to end the episode.
Oh my god.
If you want to know what happens next, make sure to keep up with this podcast, keep up with us, and follow all of our socials. I am Bumblescum at Bumblescum, and that's with a K. You can follow the IDL at IDL_RPGS, and you can follow Adam and listen to his plans at Little Growth. You can follow BakaZombie and disguise yourself at Zombie Baka, and you can enjoy yourself and not think too hard about trying to contact Kyle. And that's that.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.